You know what's one of the problems we have in the world today? We're too concerned about our own safety for kids and everything. Everyone has to be mollycoddled and babied and watched over and protected from everything. And it's just gotten to ridiculous points now. You see a kid 2 years old riding a tricycle. He can barely move the thing, but he has to have on elbow pads and a helmet and everything. And you're a bad parent if you don't have all this stuff to protect your children. Say, it wasn't like that when I was in my pre-teen years and early teens and mid-teens and so forth. When we would go out riding our bikes, it was always the same. We'd go out and do whatever we wanted. We would make jump ramps. We would get a block of wood or a block of cement, put it in the middle of a street, a paved street. And we would have a longer board to put up against it, and that was the jump ramp. And we would get back a ways and take our turns pedaling at this thing, full speed to get up in the air as much as we could. No helmets, no pads, no nothing. And believe it or not, we never had any really major wrecks because of that. I think back to how many times we jumped the bikes and how many times someone actually crashed as a result of these jumps, and it was not a very high percentage. I would say the biggest bike crash I ever saw, it was one time I was about 15 years old. Me and 2 or 3 other kids were riding down a grass hill to a dirt ramp and jumping off of this dirt ramp, and the ground fell away after the ramp. So when you're coming down, we were coming down probably a good 5 or 6 feet before we would actually touch the ground. And in this jump contest, I came in second. And you might argue I came in second or maybe I won, because the kid who did jump a little further than me, he totally crashed it on landing. He was messed up. He was laying there for about a good 10 minutes before he was able to get up. And he was like, no, Tim won, but he didn't wreck. And well, you jump a little bit further, but the price of that bigger jump was crashing. But and nowadays, I see kids riding around, oh, you can't let a kid out of your sight. Oh, no, you can't leave your kid in the car when you go into the store. Oh, your kid has to have the helmets and the gloves and the elbow pads and the knee pads. And when did the world become such a bunch of crybabies? It's a matter of routine when I grew up. For many years, we would get in our bikes, hey, Mom, we're going to go out riding bikes for a few hours. Okay, bye, We'd go a half a mile or more to a local shopping plaza or out to a school parking lot. And we just riding around, pedaling around, and again, no helmets, no pads, no nothing. Okay, it's a couple hours later, Dad'll be coming home soon, so we better get on home. And we just pedal on home, and that was it. And that went on for years. It was a pretty quiet suburban area, so it wasn't like doing this in downtown New York City or something like that. So, we, had some safety built in just because of that. But nowadays, I just see so much of this. Everywhere you look, everything, oh, for the children, for the children. You know what? Hey, kids today, they're growing up with this sense that it's all wrong, that everything is always perfect and safe and they could never get harmed in any way. Kids today need to learn some hard lessons in life. They need to crash their bike once in a while. Say, you jumped off the roof and broke your leg, huh? Well, I bet you're not going to do that again, aren't you? If I did something stupid, my dad would say, you know what? Good for you. So you got to learn like that sometimes, And those are the lessons you don't forget. Okay, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have. My dad had a riding tractor that would get up to, I think, around 8 or 9 miles an hour was its top speed. But we had some piles of dirt in the yard, maybe 2 or 3 feet high. And he actually said to me one day, get on the riding mower, and jump it over that pile of dirt. And I'm thinking, okay, he told me to do it. There's no harm in it. Well, I did it. And I landed going reasonably straight, but boy, was that a hard landing. Bang my knees off the steering wheel and okay, hey, no, I'm not going to do that again. That's all right. No. But today, kids, they got it too easy. They're missing out on a lot of the real life experience. And those are things, you grow up like that, you were insulated from everything your whole life. You got no knowledge, no street smarts in your head, how to deal with the world when problems come along. You just lose it because you can't handle it. So, all the parents today who think you're doing your kids a favor by protecting them from every little thing in the world, no, you're not. You're hurting them, if anything.